everyone, this is Reynald, and this is almost the last video. I think that it will be the last video that I'm going to record about how to make the image that we were making. To be honest, I was making a video before this one, but I was interrupted by someone. I was interrupted sequentially, I mean, many times, and I could not complete the video as expected. But the code that I wrote is very easy to understand, so I will explain it and you will see it, and after that we will continue. Okay, so now here's the code that I wrote. I am just trying to, let me put the camera like smaller. I'm just trying to make an split, and after making that split, to put the code, to put the the name of the new image on the where it belongs, so there are so many ways of making this, but this is the easiest one for me. So what we're gonna do is just to test, and we're gonna see what is happening here. I was missing something. I was missing that here. The path was not assigned. I mean, when I was throwing the image on the file location, I was not throwing the image with the path, but now it has the path. That's something else that I did where when you were not watching. Also, another thing that I did was that I added a then here. As you can see here, this is to then, to then, to then. Why to then? Well, what happens is that this is a promise. And when in JavaScript you make a promise and you use the fetch API, what is the fetch API? This here. When you use the fetch API, you can make as much then as you want. What is then? Then is like uh like the like the conditional, but it's not a conditional. It's like the promise keeper that is activated when the promise is accomplished. So when the promise is fulfilled, the then is activated instantly. It just goes, for example, here, it throws a response. If the response is not an error, it's okay, then it goes and the response, then it changes the response to a text. And after that, I receive the test with a then, because that's also a promise. After that, I change the test to a JSON with this function, JSON.parse, JSON.parse. And after that, what I do is just to check if the success is true. What is success? Success is the attribute that I pass here. And if it is true, it means that everything went okay on the server side. So after that, I started to make the functionality that I will work with you. What is that functionality? Well, that functionality is just taking the string, okay? We take we take a whole string, and on that string, it is divided on I think that is called slash. And all those slash, which is not underscore slash, all those slash have a maximum number. I can make something like this. Look, I can put, for example, length, for example, like this. Look, server response, the file location, that split, and then in here I can put that length -1, And what does that do? Sorry, what is that doing? In there, what I'm doing is just taking the last element. Why minus one? Because the counting of an array, sorry, because of my throat right now is not sound, it is not helping me because I am on the nature and there is a lot of wind here, but that's okay. I will try to moderate it. Okay, what I'm doing is just that I am splitting again and saying, okay, I want from all those elements, I want the number, okay? The number of all of them minus one. Why? Because the number of all of them could be five. But when you count the array, from an array, the array starts from zero. So if they are five elements, actually the index of the one is not one, it's zero. Zero, one, two, three, four. They are five, but the last element is the number fourth. Is the fourth. The fourth. When I say the fourth, is the fourth element. It's not like the number five element. No, no, no. The fourth element, but it has five elements. But the thing is that it starts counting from zero. So that's why I need to put minus one to get the last element. And here, to be honest, happens the same thing. Uh, Here happens the same thing. I can make this, for example. Look, I can make this and to put it here and to put that length minus one. And and on here I need to erase this and that's it. And after that, here I can put just the same. Why is important to use minus one instead of using a number? Where it is better to use minus one instead of using a number because when I do so, what I'm doing is making sure that I'm getting the last element and not like uh, not like a directory with the index number five. No, no, no. Because that application can be placed on any posting or in any directory, and it's better that the application is dynamic. As much dynamic it is, as better because let's say, for example, I am here, okay? I am here. This is a park. But uh, if someone look at me through the internet, for example, let's say on that app that I don't even have it, I don't even have it, but let's say someone look at me on Telegram. He looks at me and he found me. But after he found me, let's say he say hello, and I am a person that I don't like to talk to strange people. So I will just erase the conversation. I will maybe block him, and after that, I will move to another place and maybe erase the application. So and what does it have with this? Well, it is kind of the same thing. If I make it dynamic, even though I move it to another place, I will be able to get the image because I am saying I want the last element. I don't care if that last element is on a directory inside of another directory inside of another directory inside of other directory inside of from other directory. You know, it can be whatever it is, but I want the last element. What is the last element? The image itself. It is the name of the image, and that's good. and that's what I want to interchange. I want to interchange that on the string. Actually, I am not doing so. I am still working on it, but you will see me how I will accomplish it. This is kind of the last video that we're gonna make. The last one will be to upload that to the server and to make sure that it works on the server, and that's it. And also to check that everything else that I did was correct, which I suppose it is because it is on the server and it is working. I check it like twice or even more, and it's working. I can select if I am a male or a female. And appears like an avatar thumbnail, But now we will be able to put a photo, a picture, and that's amazing. An incredible advance, an incredible uh, accomplishment. So let's go. Let's see now if I am able to get the new src with the new image name. Okay, so I will just update here, and I got an error. What does the error says that here, okay, it has two equals in there. Yes, it has two equals. um it is because I put a semicolon here, and that semicolon is not supposed to be there. Okay, now you can see that it's working. Now I am going to check it. I am going to see. Okay, as you can see, the image was changed. That's a good thing. But let's see what was the problem, because we got a problem now. Well, the first problem that I see is that the src is being changed, but it is not being changed with the name and the directory that I want. That is something that is not good. So I am going to debug the code, okay? Just like we have done before. I'm going to go here. I'm going to update, and I'm going to make like a new another. Okay, here we go. What is this? Here says that this is the name of the image. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. This is the name of the image that I want. That's the source file name. Exactly as I said, the last element. Let's go and continue. Image to change. That's the image that I want to change. That's okay also. So let's continue. Here is like the delicate part. So let's put this on the console just to check it before it goes through it. There we have it. And now I want to change that to the other image. But to be honest, I can do it even in an easier way. But let's continue. I realize that I can do it in an easier way. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see now again this, and it should have another name. As you can see, it didn't change the name. It didn't what? It didn't change the name. So what I'm going to do is just to put this here, and I will put here equals to um, source file name. Source file name. And now if I am going to here, it is still the same name. Apparently, that's not the way to change the an, an array index. an array index value. So for us to change that array index value, there is a function that is called, let me see, push, I think, or like replace. And in there, I will put source file name. No, okay, let me see how to change the last element of an array with a name I got. Let me put my internet connection because I remember that I haven't connected it yet, and also I need to connect the computer to charge. I have right here there's electricity, and apparently there's no electricity here. Um, I will have to move to another place where there is electricity. Okay, I am going to move. I will pause the video, okay? Let's continue. I got my computer connected and there's no something interrupting me. So let's continue. Um, just for those who think that I love you to see me, I don't care about it. If you want to believe that, that's that's your decision. Okay. Here it says that it is actually as I was making it. I mean, here it has a very nice way, which was I was thinking making too. Is making a pop and then making a push. So let's do it. I'm going to make a pop here. Um, I will just make this, you know, I will put here this, and I will um, take this, I will put it here, and I will put here pop. You may be thinking, what is that real pop? Well, pop, the pop function, what does is that it takes exactly the last parameter, okay? It takes the last parameter and takes it out from the array. And it leaves me with the possibility to push something new in the array. So I am just going to make here an split again, and I am going to put here push just like this. And for example, yeah, it doesn't have to be like too complicated. And on here, I will put the source name. But actually, it is not only the source name. What I want is the the source file location. This, the server source file location.
I will put that. And I think with that it will work. Okay. I can even put those two comments together and I will move them. Sorry. I will move them to here. And now let's go here. Let's change the image. And we have the debugger. Okay. That pops. And if I see here, and I see the src, it is still the same, but if I make the split and the push, it should be something different. Let's see. Um, it is still making, let me server response file location. As you can see, this is okay, but it is not changing the. So what I'm going to do is just to convert the this part here. Let's see. You will see. I will convert this. Let's take this. Sorry. I have to save that on a function, on a variable, var new src to modify. And that will work better. Okay, let's go. Let's see. As I told you, we're gonna do many things where they are going to be easy things. Now, if I see this, it has like a, but actually, as I see, so maybe the shift. No, 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 no. Um, um, I wrote something bad. Yes, I missed the split here. Okay, that is okay, but let's see something. If I change that, use src to modify. Let's take the pop out and let's make it again. Okay, new src to modify. Now, if I just make a pop, for example, let's see what it does. Okay, I don't want that. If I well, actually, it works. So let's save it and let's make new src to modify that pub. Do you know why I cannot save it again in the variable? You know why? Because the variable has it, and also the variable is working with the split method. And as JavaScript is a primitive oriented um, language, there are things that you need to make like remake them instead of like following um, just like the flow. You have to remake instead of just following. Why? When you say primitive, it means that some things it take them, like for example when I use the auxiliary on a sentence. For example, I say I could say something like this. um I does no sorry I I do my homeworks that were put on yesterday, for example. And if it is with many people, here's the difference you will see. For example, they do their homework um, as were assigned yesterday. Now you may be asking right now, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you saying? Okay, I am saying that uh, the auxiliary sometimes may